Hello everyone and welcome to Spot. In this episode we're gonna have a look over another top tier runeword in D2R, which is also ladder only, and it happens to be quite similar to the Dream runeword which we reviewed in the previous video. This time the one in mind is called Dragon. Now, this runeword can be made in both shields and armor bases and requires 3 open sockets, as the runes needed are Sur, Lo and So, and 2 out of these 3 runes are pretty much valuable as they are high runes and pretty difficult to find. Now, this runeword is also quite known among the community because of the level 14 Holy Fire aura when equipped, and it can also be made in Paladin specific class shield, so you can take advantage of the 2 possible modes which can be rolled on a said shield, and one of them being the all resistances and the other one being enhanced damage coupled with increased attack rating. So, it's a pretty expensive runeword nevertheless, but it's also quite powerful and pretty similar to the Dream runeword. Again, there are 2 characters which can take significant advantage of using one runeword like that. And one of them being the Sorcerer, simply because she's got that Fire Mastery, which can significantly improve the damage output of the Dragon runeword, and the other one being the Paladin, because he can stack up on the synergy skills to further boost the damage output of the Dragon runeword. Now, this specific one is being made into a Monarch shield with 3 open sockets, which also happen to have 15% enhanced defense and 15% increased durability. Now let's quickly discuss the options which the runeword provides, the very first one being 12% chance to cast level 15 Hydra on striking. So the level 15 Hydra on its own doesn't do a lot of damage, but once you actually spawn quite a few of them, they can burn down through enemies quite easily, even on hell difficulty. Now the next option, 20% chance to cast level 18 Venom when struck. It's not that valuable one, but still it adds up a little bit of poison damage on your character, onto your attacks, and this one actually prevents monsters from healing, so there's that. Now the level 14 Holy Fire aura when equipped, there's that fire pulse damage, which happens quite regularly and burns all the enemies around you, and then there's this elemental fire damage which is being added to your attacks, and that's quite a significant amount at level 14. Now the next option is the plus 15% faster block rate, again pretty difficult option to get on a shield, and it does basically whenever you apply block animation it runs tiny bit quicker, so you got faster reaction times in terms of attacking back or moving and repositioning your character. Now the next option is going to be the 15% increased chance of blocking, which is also a pretty valuable option. Now this one is targeting survivability of your character, because the higher chance to block you have, the better of course. After that we got the 360 defense, followed by 230 defense versus missiles, so again pretty solid survivability options. On the top of that we got plus 5 to all attributes, which can roll between 3 and up to 5, so this one specifically is the maximum variant. Right after this we got 34 to strength based on character level, and the more strength you have on physical damage dealer characters, the more damage you're gonna do, simply because the strength is adding like enhanced damage effect to your character, so the more strength you have, the more damage you're gonna deal. Now, after this we got plus 52 mana, which is not a lot, but is also boostable by battle orders, so it can help your character to cast a few more attacks before you run out of mana. Now, after that we got a very valuable option in terms of plus 5 to maximum lightning resist, so this one can help your character to go over the cap of 75% lightning resist, and this can really help you with the survivability against lightning types of damage. After this we got damage reduced by 7, which doesn't look like much, but believe me, it stacks and it works actually quite well the more of it you have. So if you are to have damage reduced by any amount on any other of your items, it stacks pretty nicely with this option. After this we got the increased maximum durability, which is from the base itself, and now what I've got here is a 3 open socket Archon plate. As you can see, it requires level 63, 103 strength, it has 496 defense, and I also have the Sur, Lo and So runes, which are ready to make this into a runeword. So let's go ahead and do that right now. So I'm gonna put my Sur, Lo and So runes, and here is our dragon made into an Archon plate. Now it has 856 defense, it still requires level 63 and 103 strength, and it's pretty similar to the shield actually. It gives exactly the same options without the increased chance to block, of course, because it's not a shield. We also have 5% increased maximum mana coming from this Runeword if it's made in armor. Now, who can benefit from this Runeword? We've already discussed the Sorcerer and the Paladin, but there's also a lot of niche builds which can actually utilize such a Runeword, one of them being the Boa Zone, and also the Java Zone, believe it or not, can use a Runeword like that. Also the Whirlwind Assassin or Bow Assassin, Fury Druid as well. You can also put it on a Mercenary, it works quite nicely on a Mercenary. So this one also happened to roll +5 to all attributes, so that's quite nice. And yeah, again, pretty expensive Runeword to make, and it's actually quite powerful, and if you start stacking those auras, you can benefit significantly by the added elemental damage to your attacks. Now, it's again valuable item, difficult to make. You have to have a pretty good base before making it. Also the runes are quite difficult to find and expensive, but once you make an item like that, it can really boost up the overall performance of your character, so it's a very solid choice among the many of the builds. And that's gonna lead us to the end of this video, guys. I hope you liked it, I hope you learned something out of it, and if it's been useful for you, you know what to do. Stay tuned for the next one, and I'll see you later. Bye!